Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 7th of September 2021 and now we are going to discuss 5 current affair based MCQs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But first let us discuss the question that was asked yesterday, and yesterday's question was the Shram Suvidha portal is developed by which ministry? And some of you have given the correct answer as well. Yesterday it was Abdur Qureshi who gave the correct answer. So the Shram Suvidha portal was developed by Ministry of Labour and Employment. Okay. So now what is this Shram Suvidha portal? The Shram Suvidha portal is the portal launched by Ministry of Labour and Employment in 2014. And this portal, if you see, it was launched for allocating the labour identification number to around 6 lakh units and thus allowing them to file online complaints regarding 16 labour laws which were there back then out of the 44. And the benefits of this Shram Suvidha portal, if you see, it is for the allocation of labour identification number for facilitating the online registration and the facilitating the filing of the simplified and self-certified returns by the industry is also done by this Shram Suvidha portal. And also this allows mandatory uploading of the inspection reports by the labour inspectors within 72 hours. So this is to make transparent, or you can say this is to increase transparency and accountability in all the inspections and also to ensure timely redressal of the grievances. So this is all the information about Shram Suvidha portal which we need to remember from the examination point of view. Now let's move on. Guys, daily we upload 5 current affair based MCQs along with their solutions. So if you consider from the examination point of view, if you follow these 5 current affair based MCQs daily, then monthly you are going to cover approximately 25 into 5. That means approximately 125 questions. So monthly if you cover these 125 questions, this is sufficient for the prelims examination. So make the best use of this initiative. You can download these questions and their solutions from our Telegram channel at free of cost. The Telegram channel details is there in the description. Now let's look at the first question. The first question is, consider the following statements about the Nipah virus. First one, the virus is transmitted to the people from animals and can also be passed on through the contaminated food. Second one, the Culex mosquitoes are considered to be the natural reservoir of the virus. Which of the following are correct statements? A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 nor 2. So if you see this first statement, the virus is transmitted to the people from animals and it can also be passed through contaminated food. The first statement is right. But second statement, if you see, Culex mosquitoes are considered to be the natural reservoir. This is wrong because the natural reservoir for this virus is the bats. Okay, so the first one is right and second one is wrong, and the correct answer is A1 only. So recently, the Nipah virus infection was reported in Kozhikode district of Kerala, and this is a zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease means the disease which spreads from animals to humans. And this disease actually first broke out in Malaysia and Singapore in 1998 and 1999. And it first appeared in domestic pigs and has been found among several species of domestic animals, including dogs, cats, goats, horses, and sheep. The virus is transmitted to the people from animals and can also be passed on through the contaminated food or directly from person to person. The fruit bats are considered to be the natural reservoir of the virus, which I discussed already. And the symptoms includes acute elephantiasis and respiratory illness. Currently, there are no vaccines both for the animals or humans for this virus. Intensive support care is being given to the humans who are infected by this Nipah virus. So this is a very dangerous virus, and as currently it was reported in Kerala, people have to be more careful. Now let's move on to the next question. Second question, consider the following statements with respect to the India Plastic Pact. First one, it is a new platform developed by WWF, the World Wildlife Fund, India, and CII, the Confederation of Indian Industry, to promote and circulate the system promote a circular system for plastics. With this, India has become the first Asian country to launch a plastic pact. We have to choose the correct statement. A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is C, both 1 and 2. So this is the platform developed by WWF India and CII. This is the right statement, and India is the first Asian country to launch such a plastic pact. So this is a major achievement for India, as this is the first Asian country to launch such a pact. And the Worldwide Fund for Nature of India and the Confederation of Indian Industry, they have joined hands to develop such a circular system for plastics. The circular system means the main aim of this initiative is to recycle the plastic. The recycling is one of the major initiative of this. And the pact works to create a world where plastic is respected and do not contaminate the environment, because plastic is one of the major polluting agent when we talk about the river pollution or the soil pollution. And the pact aims to keep plastic packing in the economy and out of the environment. And the supporting organization for this, if you see, it was mentioned in 17 businesses including the major FMCG brands, FMCG brand manufacturers, retailers, recyclers, etc. And this pact, if you see, like similar one, it has time-bound targets. It has time-bound targets for reducing, innovating and reimagining plastic packing. The India Plastics Pact targets to be achieved by 2030, a list of unnecessary or problematic plastic packing and items, and take measures to address them through the redesign and innovation. 100% of plastic packing to be reusable and recyclable, and 50% of plastic packing to be effectively recycled, and 25% of average recycled content across the plastic packing. So this is all the information about this plastic pact. Now let's move on to the next question. Third question. The one country, two systems formula, sometimes seen in media, is associated to A. Israel Jerusalem, B. China Taiwan, C. Spain-Catalonia, and D. UK Ireland. The one country, two systems. The correct answer is B. China Taiwan. So the Chinese claimed Taiwan region has complained for a year or more with regarding to the repeated intrusions of the Chinese Air Force near the self-ruled island. Taiwan, if you see, China claims Taiwan and Taiwan claims China. This is the issue with both China and Taiwan. Though Taiwan does not consider itself as an independent country, Taiwan says that it is the main China. It is the main China and claims the mainland China. Okay, and there is a one country two system formula with regarding to China and Taiwan, where Taiwan has the right to run its own affairs, a similar arrangement which can also be seen in Hong Kong. Presently, Taiwan is claimed by China, and also China does not allow other countries to diplomatically recognize Taiwan as a separate region under its one China policy. Okay, so you can say China actually forces other countries not to recognize Taiwan, not to have any diplomatic relations with Taiwan under its because if countries start to recognize Taiwan as a separate country, then China will not have any authority over Taiwan, and also in future taking back Taiwan will be very difficult for China. Okay, so this is all the information that we need to know. Now let's move on to the next question. The fourth question. Consider the following statements. First one, El Nino is a cool phase of ENSO. Second one, El Nino occurs more frequently than La Nina. Guys, just keep a close eye on such questions because El Nino has been in news and the questions are directly coming from El Nino, which we have seen in the past few years. So have a good grip over this concept of El Nino. So here if you see this question, the correct answer is B2 only, because El Nino is not the cool phase of ENSO, rather it is a warm phase of ENSO. So the first statement is wrong and second statement is right. So according to the recent research, climate change can cause extreme and more frequent El Nino and La Nina events, and the findings have been obtained using one of the South Korea's fastest supercomputer, the Aleph. The increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide can cause a weakening of future simulated El Nino Southern Oscillation, the ENSO, and this will also lead to more and more warm events like the El Nino. And future El Nino events will lose heat to the atmosphere more quickly due to the evaporation of water vapor. Also in the future, there will be a reduced temperature difference between the eastern and western tropical Pacific, inhibiting the development of temperature extremes during ENSO cycle. El Nino is a climate pattern that describes the unusual warming of the surface waters in the eastern tropical Pacific, and it is the warm phase of ENSO. ENSO means El Nino Southern Oscillation, and it occurs more frequently than La Nina. The warmer water caused the Pacific jet stream to move south of its neutral position. With this shift, areas in the northern US and Canada are drier and warmer than usual, but in the US Gulf Coast and the southeast, the periods are wetter than usual and have increased flooding. As El Nino brings rain to South America, it brings droughts to Indonesia and Australia. El Nino also has a strong effect on the marine life of the Pacific coast. During normal condition, upwelling brings water from the depths to the surface. This water is cold and nutrient rich. During El Nino, the upwelling weakens or stops altogether. Without the nutrient from the deep, there are few phytoplankton of this coast, and this affects the fish that eat plankton, and in turn affect everything that eat the fish. So that means the whole ecosystem gets affected. Okay, now let's move on to the next question, which is a previous year CSE question of 2011, which is on Jainism. The question is, the Jaina philosophy holds that the world is created and maintained by A. Universal law, B. Universal truth, C. Universal faith, and D. Universal soul. So the correct answer is A, universal law. So Jainism, if you see, the most important idea in Jainism is that the entire world is animated, even stones, rocks and water also have life. The Rishabhnath was the first Tirthankara and Mahavira was the 24th and the last Tirthankara. And the followers of Jainism are called Jains, and Jainism did not condemn the concept of Varna system, but Buddhists condemned the concept of Varna system. Remember this. The Jainas believe in the theory of karma. Jainas recognize the existence of God. Jainas believe in the universal soul and also the concept of rebirth. And the Jaina philosophy holds that the world is created and maintained by a universal law. This is the important thing. There is a universal law and everything acts according to this universal law. Jainism does not support belief in any creator deity. According to the Jain doctrine, the universe and its constituents like the soul, matter, space, time and motion have always existed. All the constituents and actions are governed by these universal natural laws, and according to the Jaina doctrine, the universe and its constituents have always been there. Okay, so this is all the information about Jainism that we need to remember. And as you know, from the examination point of view also, questions from Jainism and Buddhism is compulsory. So do keep a close eye on these areas. Now let's look at the question of the day. The question of the day is, there is a Chinese company doing business in India. The profit made by the company will be part of, first one, India's GDP, second one, India's GNP. Here we have to choose the correct answer, A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2 and D neither 1 nor 2. Do give your answer in the comment box and tomorrow we will discuss this question. Okay, yeah. So guys, these are our initiatives which we have launched. We have launched these initiatives, the Vision Prelims Test Series Summary, Vision Monthly Magazine Summary, Vision Mains Test Series Summary and Vision PT 365 Summary. These summaries will help in your preparation by reducing your preparation time. Through these summaries, what we have done is we have reduced the number of pages by providing you the summary with all the important content. No content is missed. This is the guarantee that we are giving. Okay, you can check the quality of these summaries from our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel details are there in the description. You can contact us via Telegram or through the comments as well. Okay, so that's it friends for the day. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.